Hello, this is Osa with a new process video. Today we are up speed 8 and you will totally understand why, because this is a slow process and yeah, you will get to see everything anyway. This is the first layout in a series of layouts that I did during the National Scrapbooking weekend, and I had lots of plans how to perform or participate in different events, but when I actually got there I did completely different, and I went with a challenge board, or like I'm a member of a community. Not on Facebook, this is the old-fashioned kind of community where you have a message board and everything like that. And at that community they had an event with challenges, and at the particular time I realized that this was the event I was going to take part in, and they had a watercolor theme that I decided to jump right onto, since I had just gotten my watercolors. And I had been watching a lot of layouts online of people posing in front of graffiti walls, and we don't have those walls here in my town. We have a lot of just the bad kind of graffiti, but there's nothing that colorful, and there's no artistic piece at all in those drawings, or they're not really drawings, they're just tags. Anyway, I was a bit envious of people having the opportunity to go on photo shoots in front of these kinds of walls, and I love the color, and I wanted to do something similar. So I went online and I downloaded a bunch of different graffiti fonts, and then I wrote powerful girly words in those different fonts. I covered a whole 12 by 12 sheet with those words, and I cut it out on rather thick cardstock in white. And then I had this fun little photo of my daughter when she's striking a pose, and she looks a lot of confident, and she's got quite a bit of attitude going on in her expression, facial expression. And that will be the photo part of this page. I'm gluing the words onto the background that I have made. It is a white piece of cardstock, and I have put gray what is called modeling paste through a stencil so that it looks like a brick wall. And I'm going to just make the graffiti, the color. And I have my scrapbooking area just by my computer. The computer is right up to the wall where my desk is, my computer screen, and I pulled out different graffiti pictures from Google on the screen, and then I tried to kind of mimic the style when coloring the words. I was a bit afraid of buckling, that when I painted the words they would go like wobbly, and that's the reason why I decided to glue them onto the background before I painted them. And by doing that I get the problem that I need to be very, very careful when I'm painting. But I had a nice little paintbrush and I remembered that I didn't feel that it was a big problem to be that slow when I made this. And I wanted it to have all the colors of the rainbow. This is just one of those colorful layouts. I haven't done many overly colorful layouts like this, but at this point in time it feels very natural, and I love to do it like this. So I'm just choosing different color themes, and here I'm going with a gradient for a while, and I think that was the graffiti style that I felt most at home with at the moment. Here I'm trying a stripe, more like a stripe that's not going into gradient, and I didn't like that as much. But here you see when I have colored all the words. And what I was seeing when I was getting the ideas for this page, I realized that you had to have a very powerful outline. So I took a broad black pen and I just went around every word that I had painted, and it was a bit hard on the pen, but it was totally worth it, because the effect is really stunning, and it stands out so much better onto that wall, and it actually looks like real graffiti when I can draw the outlines of the actual letters. You see there with the E, for example, in attitude, I can draw the line so that you see where the E is, and I thought that was really important for the whole impression of the page. I was so happy about this when I had done it. I had never done anything like it. I had a very clear picture in my head what I wanted to do, and it turned out so much fun and colorful, and yeah, I got a lot of praise in the challenge, like where we showed off our work, and that was also fun, of course, and I felt that I succeeded with the effect that I was looking for. Now I'm going back with a white pen to do some highlights, and just make the impression of graffiti more obvious. Give the different letters a bit more like life, and yeah, you know what I mean. Highlight them. I place the photo of my daughter, my cut-out daughter, onto foam dots to make her stand out a bit on the page, and even create a bit of a shadow behind her. And now I'm going back again with the black Sharpie pen, and I will write a couple of words and stars on the wall behind the big colorful words, and that's basically because I wanted to give the wall an even more like graffiti type of style. So there's her initials, for example, and I'm like stars and the date and such things. And here's the finished page. I'm so happy with this one. Oh, I love it. I hope that you have enjoyed this process and that it has given you a couple of new ideas how to make your backgrounds when you don't think that you have the right ones. Take care. Hope to see you soon again. This is Åsa. Bye!